Hello, this is Adolf. Welcome to the video lecture series on the course of Design of Steel Structure. Previously, we saw the problems that are related to the fillet weld, and in this video also, we are going to see the problems related to the fillet weld in the working stress method. Let's go to the problem. Question number 1. A circular penstock of mild steel of 1.5 meter diameter is fabricated from 12 mm thick plate, lapped and secured it by a fillet of 8 mm size provided on the inside and outside of the lapped ends as shown in the figure. Determine the safe internal pressure that can be allowed in the penstock. Take allowable stress in the weld is 108 megapascal. So this is the diagram of a cross section of a penstock. So these are the fillet welds we are using inside and outside. Penstock, these penstocks are used to transfer the water from upstream to the downstream. This is the penstock, is used to transfer the water from upstream to downstream so that it will have some internal pressure. So we are going to find the safe internal pressure of the penstock. So what are the given that diameter of penstock is equal to 1.5 meter, that is equal to 1500 mm, and it has some tau VF allowable shear stress, that is 108 megapascal, and the size of the fillet is 8 mm. It is given. We have to find the internal pressure. To find the internal pressure, we have to find. So what is the how we have to find the internal pressure? So it is the circular form. So it will have a hoop stress due to the internal fluid pressure. What is the formula for the hoop stress? The hoop stress formula, hoop stress due to internal fluid pressure. That formula is FH is equal to P into D divided by 2 times of thickness. So this is a hoop stress. What is the hoop force? Hoop force is equal to capital F suffix S is equal to hoop stress into area. It is FH into A. So what is the area here? Length into thickness. We are considering length as a this hoop force per unit length. That means L is equal to 1. For we are considering hoop force for a per unit length. So L is equal to 1. So here the formula will be d by 2t into L into t. So tt will cancel, L will become 1. So your hoop force will be equal to PD by 2. This is the hoop force. Then we need to find the effective length of the fillet weld. Here we are assuming the effective length of fillet weld as LW is equal to 2 times of total length. We are assuming it. And we know the size is equal to 8 mm. It is given in the question itself. 8 mm. So what is the effective throat thickness? that is K into S, that is equal to 0.7 into 8, that is equal to 5.6 mm. 5.6 mm. Here what we have to find next? We have to find the internal safe pressure. So we will equate the hoop force, into strength of the fillet weld, strength of fillet weld, to find out the internal safe pressure value, that is P value. So here hoop force is PD by 2, and shear strength of fillet weld formula LW into TT into tau VF. So LW we are assuming it as 2L. So 2 into L into what is TT value? 5.6, and tau VF value given in question 108. So here L is, we are considering everything for per unit length. So per unit length means L will is equal to 1. So your P into D by 2 is equal to 2 into 1 into 5.6 into 808 Newton per mm square. So from this, so P into D value is 1500 as given in the question. 2 into 1 into 5.6 into 108. So from this we can find the P value. How to into 1 into 5.6 into 108 into 2 divided by 1500. So if you do the calculation, the P value comes at 1.61 Newton per mm square. So the safe internal pressure of the penstock is 1.61 Newton per mm square. This is the solution for the problem. Let's move to the second question. An equal angle ISA 65 by 65 by 10 mm carries a tensile load of 160 kilonewton applied along its centroidal axis. In the diagram, it is applied in the centroidal axis. The angle is to be welded to a gasketed plate. Find the length of side fillet weld required at the heel and the toe of the angle. So the welding should be done in the heel and the toe. Two sides only we are going to do, not in the face. So its center of gravity at 19.17 mm from its heel. Take the permissible stress in the weld equal to 110 Newton per mm square. So this is the diagram for the question. Everything is clearly given. So what is given in this question? What are things given? It is given tensile load of 160 kilonewton and tau VF, that is 110 Newton per mm square. 110 Newton per mm square. It is, any size is given? No size is given. Size is not given. Then what we have to find? We have to find then size we have to find first. Then we have to find the length of the fillet weld. So let's go to the solution. So how we can find the size of the fillet weld? From the thickness of the member. Thickness is 10 mm. So 10 mm means from the table S minimum it should be, if it is up to 10 mm including 10 mm, Minimum thickness is 3 mm. Then it is an angle section. Angle section. So X max it will be, we know angle section 3 by 4 times of T. So that is equal to 3 by 4 into 10 is, thickness is 10. So it will come around 7.5 mm. 7.5 mm. So we can adopt any value between 3 and 7.5 mm. We are adopting S value as 7.5 mm. 7.5 mm. If S value is 7.5 mm means what is the effective throat thickness? TT value will be K into S, that is 0.7 into 7.5. So it will 5.25 mm. So we know S value, we know TT value, and the question itself P is given. From this, can we find the LW value? Yes, we can find. So how we can find the LW? We can equate the load into shear strength of fillet weld. So load is 160 kilonewton, convert into Newton, and the shear strength formula is LW TT into tau VF. So in this, TT will know, tau VF is known, only the unknown is LW. So the LW is equal to 160 into 10 to the power 3. What is the throat thickness value? 5.25 into 110. So the LW is 277 mm. 277 mm. So we have to divide these effective length for heel and toe. See in the diagram, heel and toe have the same L1 length of fillet weld? No. LW1 is greater than the LW2. So we cannot equally divided it. We have to separately find the LW1 and LW2. So this LW is the total effective length. So LW1 plus LW2 is equal to 277 mm. Then how we can find the LW1 and LW2? So we can find the LW1 and LW2 by consider moments of weld strength. Consider moments of weld strength and load, weld strength and load about center of gravity of an angle. Center of gravity of an angle section. So from here we are considering the moment. If you are considering the moment in the center we are considering. So what it will come? P1. It is moment, it will goes to the clockwise direction. So it is positive. P1 into how many distance? 19.7. We are considering the load into distance. P1 into 19.7. Here P2, it is anti-clockwise. So minus P2 into distance 45.3 into 0. We are equating this one. So if you are equating P1 by P2 is equal to 45.3 divided by 19.7. 19.7. So what is the P1 formula? LW1 into TT into tau Vf divided by LW2. P2 formula is LW2 into tau Vf. Here both TT and tau Vf will be common. It is 45.3 by 19.7. So LW1 by LW2 is equal to divide 2.299. So LW1 is equal to 2.299 LW2. If you substitute the LW1 value in the equation, in this equation, so L1 value is 2.299 L2 plus L2 is into 277. So your L2 value will be 84 mm and L1 value is 193 mm. See here, from the diagram, L1 must be greater than LW2. See the values, L1 is greater than the L2. So hence it is correct. This is the solution for the problem number 2. So by this we completed the problems that are related to the working stress method on the fillet weld. Thank you.